Good morning, everybody. Semi-retired Bob here. I talk about the carnivore diet, all things related to the carnivore diet, and miscellaneous odds and ends. I'm out here walking. It's first thing in the morning. Well, I did step out and watch the sunrise to get a little light straight into my eyes, but I'm actually trying to get some extra walking in today because I did not make it to dance class last night. While I was sealing the floor of my trailer, I must have turned just a little bit wrong yesterday afternoon and tweaked my back a little bit. It feels a little stiff this morning, but not too bad. So I figured getting out here and getting an early morning walk in to get things loosened up is a good thing. Welcome, by the way. If you're new to the channel, I'm glad you're here. Very briefly, wow, learn to talk. It must be too early in the morning. It is actually about 8:15 in the morning. But yeah, 16 months ago, I could barely stand for 2 to 2.5 minutes. And now I'm out here walking every day. I feel like I've been slacking off on my walking because I'm doing so much other stuff. Today I'm going to try to fix that just a little bit. I'm trying to wake up earlier. Wow, I'm just jumping all over the place here this morning. I was saying welcome to all the new people. Sorry about that. Yeah, the primary purpose of the channel is it's never too late to change your life. That's what I'm trying to show you. I'm 60 years old. I started the carnivore diet the day before my 59th birthday. And the bottom line is, if I can do it, you can do it. This is the corner where I've been turning around and heading back up to the house, but I'm going to go on down that way and actually go around the block this morning. See if I can't get a good, quick little mile in this morning. If you're returning to the channel, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. Sorry, I was looking at a fountain there. Some neighbor, it wasn't on, or I'd have turned the camera around and showed it to you. But they've got a planter out front with one of those stand-up fountains in it. But if you're returning to the channel, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. It means an awful lot that you spend just a few minutes of your day with me. But today we're going to talk about elevator pitch. I was talking with JT last night. I did a live stream on his channel. Poco Moonshine, I think, is the name of his channel. He's got a lot of stuff on his channel, but he's one of the guys. If you saw any of the 24-hour live stream late, he's the guy in the cow spotted hat. But he's a pretty good guy. We had a nice chat last night. But one of the questions that he asked me, right down towards the end of the interview, I don't know that I gave a great answer. So I wanted to talk about that just a little bit. And I believe his question was something like, you've only got a couple of minutes, like, basically an elevator pitch. It's the amount of time you've got. I've talked about this channel before. If we try to go into all of the things that could be healed by a proper human diet, will sound like nut jobs. It all sounds like, hairy-legged hippie woo-woo science. If you start trying to list off, if you make your big master list of 20 things Carnivore Diet could help with, even though I think it's more than that. And you start trying to list them all off, then you're going to get yourself into trouble, and the person's not going to listen. And now I am assuming this isn't actually an elevator pitch, because if you're meeting a stranger in an elevator, they're not going to ask you how you lost weight because they don't know you. So I'm assuming it's somebody that you know at least casually. And from there, you need to know, or at least have some general idea of what their problem might be. Whether it be type 2 diabetes, or fatty liver, or chronic kidney disease, or they're overweight, or whatever their problem happens to be. Let's use type 2 diabetes. The way I would word that, if they have type 2 diabetes, and I know they've got type 2 diabetes, I would say something like, what if I told you there's a way to normalize your blood sugar, slowly get off your type 2 diabetes meds, and be free of type 2 diabetes forever? Is that something you'd be interested in? I'm guessing most people at that point would say, well, of course, that's something I'm interested in. And from there you can go, well, type 2 diabetes is just elevated blood glucose. I know it sounds simplistic, but it really is as easy as just stop pouring carbs down your neck. You don't have to put it quite like that. You can say, well, to start with, I'd get rid of all the prepackaged foods and seed oils. If it comes in a bag or a box or a carton, has an ingredient label on it, that's not the kind of food you want. And get them started with just that. You don't even need to tell them that eventually they're going to go full carnivore. Now, if it's somebody you really know and they know what you've been doing, sure, go ahead. But if it's a casual acquaintance, just say get rid of all the prepackaged, highly processed foods and the seed oils. If you're cooking stuff with vegetable oil at home, go ahead and throw that out. Get yourself some lard, some butter, or some ghee. Try that for a couple of weeks and get back to me. And that might be enough. That might be all they need. Once you've got them started down that path, they will hopefully see all the other benefits for themselves. Just like if the person is overweight, and even though we all know that just losing weight is not normally enough of a why to get somebody to stick with it long term, it's a good starting point. Same thing, you say, what if I told you that I could tell you about a way of eating that could possibly lead to 15 pounds of weight loss in your first 45 days? Would you be interested in something like that? Well, of course they're going to be interested in something like that. And the list goes on and on and on. I guess the whole point of this video is that I didn't give a very good answer to JT last night about an elevator pitch. Now, obviously, the elevator pitch for somebody that you know very well, that you see on a regular basis, that comes up to you and says, holy crap, man, I've been watching you for the last 16 months. What have you been doing? That's the easy one. Those are the real easy ones. Your closer friends, the ones that have seen what you've been doing as far as your body composition changing, your weight loss, you're getting stronger, your bigger energy, whatever it happens to be. That's the easy one. I mean, you can just say, I'm just eating meat, man. And when they say something stupid like, well, is that safe? That can't possibly be good for you. You can just go, look at me. What do you think? Has it been good for me? And of course, they're going to go into all the other, possibly go into all the other stupid arguments. And that's something we're going to talk about in tomorrow's video. How to take this one step further, and that's confronting the silly questions that don't seem silly to people that are asking them, because they just haven't been educated. I mean, the biggest one you hear, scurvy, cholesterol, what about fiber, all those other things. And we'll talk about those tomorrow, because I've completed this loop, and I'm going to try and get another couple videos recorded today just to get a little bit ahead. But that's what I've got for you today, folks. I hope you enjoyed this quick little video. Don't forget, get out there, be 1% better. Today, tomorrow, every day. Have a great day, folks. I'll see you in the next one.